What's up, YouTube? It's your girl D here, and I'm back with another video. Listen, today we cooking good. We are cooking filet mignon and shrimp, but the best part of this recipe is this cowboy butter sauce that's gonna go on top of this. Yes, y'all stay tuned because I got something good coming up, and you do not want to miss this video right here. So with that being said, let's go. I have my filet mignon here. It has been washed, room temperature, and pat dried. I also have my shrimp here. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to stir this first, I have my cast iron frying pan on, and you want it to get to medium high heat before you add oil and before you add the filet mignon. So to start off with the filet mignon, you season this when you get ready to cook it. So I have my cast iron frying pan warming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna season it. With filet mignon, you don't want to over season it, so you keep it pretty basic. Salt, pepper, and if anything, you can add some onion powder. So I'm gonna flip these over and season them. Now, while my cast iron frying pan is still getting hot, I'm gonna show you guys something. This is just onion powder. Onion powder. Okay. So I have this here, this poultry blend, and it has rosemary, sage, and thyme in it, fresh. You go buy this at your local Food Lion, and this is what's going to season the steak. So it doesn't require. This is what's going to season the filet mignon, whatever you want to call it, filet mignon, steak, whatever. It's going to that's what's going to season it. So that's why you don't do like a heavy seasons like all the other seasons. That's why you just want a pretty basic, simple salt, pepper, a little onion powder, if anything. Now I do suggest, because it's going to smoke, because I'm going to steer it, you're going to use a high heat oil. A high heat oil that I use is grapeseed oil, my all-time favorite. It is good for high heat, but you also want to use just a little butter. You know, you only want to cook 2 at a time because you need room in your pan. I'm gonna add my oil. I'm gonna try to do this without my camera getting messed up. It's a one-man show in the kitchen today. So you want a good amount of oil, but you also want a good amount of butter, like a half a stick of butter. So I got my butter here. I'm gonna allow this to melt. That's what you want. We cooking now, y'all. I'm excited. All right. Now, back to the poultry blend. I'm just gonna pour it right on up in there. It's gonna smoke, but this is your seasoning right here. It's gonna pop. That smells amazing. Now we're gonna add this filet mignon because we're gonna stir it. And you want that to cook until it gets the nice golden brown. I do apologize, I had to slide the camera back because I didn't want grease popping all over my camera, but I zoomed in for you guys so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. I got my cast iron is at a good temperature. It's still at medium high, and I got a good amount of oil in it. I have a good amount of butter in here. And my steaks are cooking. They are stirring really, really, really good. So I'm going to give that another minute or so before I flip. Like I said, I'm doing 2 at a time. So that's why I didn't use all of my poultry blend. And that's why I didn't put the full half stick of butter in there. So it cooked about 4 minutes on that side. Look at that. So I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm going to let it cook on this side for about 4 minutes. Now, you can cook yours however long you want to cook yours for. I mean, I like my meat well done. So, that's why I'm going to give it a nice stir. And then after I stir it, I'm putting mine in the oven on 350. And I'm going to let it get to that designated temperature. Now that I have stirred that side until it has gotten the nice color to it on both sides, I'm just going to take them up. I'm going to cook my other 2, and then I'm going to put them all in the oven. So, dropping the rest of my butter. You can keep this in here, or you can take it out. I'm just gonna take it out because I'm gonna put fresh poultry blend in it. Add a little bit more oil. Add my poultry blend. All I'm gonna do now is add my other filet mignon in the pan, just like that. Turn my eye off, turn my oven on, 350. And I'm gonna put them in the oven and I'm gonna allow them to cook to get to well done, that designated temperature. Our filet mignon just came out of the oven. I'm just gonna check it. I see this one still runny, got a little blood in it, so I'm pretty sure it's not done, but I'm gonna check it. It's at 166. So I'm gonna give it another about 5 minutes in the oven while our filet mignon is in the oven. I got my shrimp here, so I'm gonna season it. I got some, side this bag. I got some sweet chili seasoning. I'm gonna throw on there. Got some onion powder. Got some Creole seasoning. We don't use too much of this. This is a little salty, so I'm just gonna use a dab of that. And shrimp is not shrimp without your Old Bay seasoning. Just use a dab of that. And I am going to add grapeseed oil. And give it a mix. Set that to the side, bring my pan forward. And I'm going to turn this on medium heat. Let my pan heat up. And I'm going to toss my shrimp in. Drop my shrimp. Let them cook. Get them a good, nice pink looking color to them. And in the meantime, I'm about to check my filet mignon. Our filet mignon just came out the oven. Oh, she done now, y'all. She ready. Oh yeah. She reading 170, 180. Oh yeah, she's well done. So all I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna turn my oven off. I'm gonna take my filet mignon out of the pot so that it can stop cooking. And I'm gonna put it on a plate and I'm gonna finish cooking these shrimp. Our shrimp is done. Our filet mignon is done. That's it. So we're gonna turn this off now. Our filet mignon is done. Look at that. Beautiful. Our shrimp is done to perfection. Kiss the cook. At this point, the filet mignon is done. The shrimp is done. I have a butter sauce here. A cowboy butter sauce here. I'm gonna pour it on top. Just like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe of my filet mignon and shrimp. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you go and subscribe. That way you will not miss an awesome recipe. Until the next time, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.